The affordability crisis is a real issue in Denver, and aside from inflation, interest rates, rising prices of homes, there is a much larger and not so well known cause of what is truly behind this problem. What is it? Stay tuned, and make sure you stay till the end. I'll drop my thoughts and opinions on this matter. But first, in case we haven't met, my name is Venus, your local Metro Denver realtor with eXp Realty. Welcome to my channel, where you can come to hear all about hot topics, local market, learn about communities, and so much more. You can reach out to me for all of your real estate needs. So let's dig in. About a week ago, I was invited to participate in a general meeting at the Denver Chamber of Commerce with a panel of gentlemen with very specific skill sets surrounding this issue. Well, I wasn't on the panel, I just got to watch. We had an owner of a large builder, the CEO of the Home Builders Association here in Denver, as well as an attorney that specializes in construction litigation. From this conversation, I see three major underlying reasons why Denver is so held back from addressing or solving our housing crisis, specifically surrounding affordability. Stay at the end. You may actually be surprised what is the biggest and hardest to solve. So the first is somewhat obvious: cost. Not only just the construction cost, but labor. Laborers can't afford to live here. I mean, it's really a catch-22 or an oxymoron. We don't have affordable housing, and those that could or would help build can't afford to live here. So it's just like this battle that just can't get solved. The second biggest issue is bureaucratic in nature. Now, I am not political or get into these deep weeds, but there are some zoning issues that limit the type of properties that can be built in specific areas. And with the lack of land, I've been saying for years, we either have to go up or out. We're so congested. And what that means is up, more high rises, so more high volume building, or out. It's really amazing to see how if you go out east on I-70, the development and growth that used to be called the sticks back in the day, now it's commercialized and suburban in nature, where they didn't have anywhere else to go. So the builder on the panel shared that we are so far outside the natural growth cycle, which results in packed schools, infrastructure, streets. It is taking 3 years to get new developments approved. 3 years. That's the bureaucratics at play in this situation. But let's dig deeper into the bigger and, in my opinion, scary issue. When the attorney on the panel agreed that this is a much larger problem than we acknowledge, we need to listen up. There is a major defect in what we call the Homeowner Protection Act specific to Colorado. Colorado is a strict liability state, and what is happening are these plaintiff attorneys essentially creating cause to sue builders due to construction defects. These attorneys are very predatory in nature. The builder shared that in just a $400,000 entry-level project, they had 2 major lawsuits and they lost about $3 million. They have been driven out of the market. This large, well-known builder refuses to build any homes that are paired or attached due to these plaintiff attorneys. Now here's where it gets worse. They are able to go after both who sold it, plus the developer and anyone else that had a hand in building these properties. From the architect, the suppliers, the general contractors, every single tradesperson that touched that home now can be a defendant. Each defendant must now attach their own insurance carrier. Now, get this. Because of all of this, there's one insurance company in the entire state of Colorado that is providing rates for coverage on a condo build. And going even deeper into this issue, there are now only 23 entities in this state that will build condos or multifamilies. It even gets worse. There's more to this. So how does this happen, you may be asking yourself? Well, also ask the difference between what is a defect and what is damage. These attorneys are seeking out inspectors that will go out and look for every flaw, which are defects, not damage. What these builders want to do is they want to go in and fix the flaws and prevent any further damage that may happen. Let's just use some siding as an example. Let's just say there's a minor defect or a slightly warped piece of siding. It happens. Now these plaintiff attorneys are stalling any correction because it is now in litigation. The builders want to fix it, but the legal actions prevents them from doing so. This litigation can take years to be corrected. So now, let's follow this. There's a minor flaw in the siding. We live in Colorado. Colorado equals weather. We have rain, we have sleet, we have hail, we have snow. And what happens? Now it can get behind that siding and truly causes damage to the property. But with these predatory attorney firms that are incentivized based upon how many flaws they can find, they're paid on contingency, which means they get paid when they settle, and they get paid a pretty large settlement of that full settlement, roughly between 30 and 40%. They're also having to bring in contractors that have such a high markup due to the risk of working on a property with active litigation because of the previously mentioned issue with insurance companies running from these properties. So before I wrap this up, I want to interject my opinion on this. So let's just say a round number figure, the homeowner needs $100,000 to fix or repair all of the defects now turned to damage because of the wait time on these properties. They settle. The attorney keeps 30%. So now the homeowner is out $30,000 and has $100,000 worth of work to do. When the builder wanted to fix these defects in the first place, do you see how flawed this system is? The builder's hands are tied. They can't even negotiate to cure these issues until it's been settled in court. They can't put in the contract that waives any implied warranty or caps the time frame. This is bad. They can claim damage on simple flashing or even an incorrect slope sidewalk, which does not damage or harm the secure use of a property. But now you're tying up the property, which causes more issues when trying to sell also, because many loan products will not underwrite a loan for a condo or townhouse in litigation. So now it further damages homeowners and often those that aren't even involved in the litigation. This problem just keeps unfolding, doesn't it? What is even more concerning is that they don't even have to prove damage. No other tort law will even allow that. So are the city inspectors liable? They're offering certificate of occupancy. How deep does this go? So what is the actual final damage caused by this? Well, let's recap. We learned now that there are only 23 builders that will build in the state of Colorado any type of multifamily, which are the affordable properties. We've now learned that only one insurance carrier will underwrite these properties when they're being built. And now we've learned that it causes damage to the homeowners to not even recoup all of the cost to fix the property after all, even when these builders want to go in and fix it in the first place. But you know what? It's the attorneys lining their pockets. Don't get me wrong, I have my paralegal degree. I was on track to become an attorney before I became a realtor. My best friend is an attorney. I have no problem with the occupation, but what I do have is serious issues with this predatory act and the damage it's causing to many. So let's get back to what this has caused and understand why this is such a crisis. If you look at all of the building starts, which means the permits that turn dirt into a home, where it actually starts condos. So a builder comes in and they want to dig up the ground and create affordable properties. We should be at a healthy percentage of 20% of all these starts, all this dirt to building. But because of the construction litigation, the cost, the time to build, and now even the fear the builders have to even build, we dipped down to 2%. 2 out of every 100 homes built is an affordable property, a condo or a townhouse. We're now hovering between 3 and 6%, but remember, a healthy start is 20% of those homes, which should be higher density or paired homes. We need the insurance back in the marketplace. We need to cure this Homeowner Protection Act, which is not really protecting these homeowners at all. It is simply, again, lining the pockets of these attorneys and pushing the builders out. I don't know what the answer is other than to communicate with your local lawmakers, your Congress, whoever it is that you think you need to get a hold of, but this is a crisis, and don't get me wrong, it is a crisis that is long-term, causing Denver to not have any affordability. It goes deeper than what it even appears on the surface. Even the attorney on the panel admitted, who has been on both sides of litigation, both for the builders and against the builders, stated that our system is broken, and unless it changes, we will continue down this path, and it is not serving anyone but these plaintiff attorneys. What do you think? Leave a comment, subscribe, or hit the like button. I hope this has opened your eyes as it did mine. After 22 years in this business as a realtor, this has shocked me, and I'm frankly quite upset about it. But until next time, I'm Venus, your local Denver Metro Realtor. I am here for all of your real estate needs. Feel free to reach out however it is you prefer. Call, text, or email. I'll see you soon.